The resplendent wooden ship stands proudly, its hull a polished marvel reflecting sunlight. Crafted from the finest timber, the vessel's exquisite carvings depict mythical sea creatures and tales of daring exploration. Majestic masts reach towards the heavens, crowned with billowing sails that bear the emblem of a crescent moon with the sun embedded to its right. Stepping aboard, the deck resonates with a timeless echo, with a few people moving from here to there. The galley boasts a well-equipped kitchen, where tantalizing aromas fill the air. This seafaring masterpiece embodies elegance and adventure, sailing the vast oceans with grace and purpose. At this moment, a woman emerged from inside the quarters onto the deck and stood beside a boy. The woman appeared to be in her 30s, even though she was 40 years old. Sea. Don't you just love the sea? Isn't it exhilarating? Far more exciting than being confined to a single island? Asked the boy, a wide smile illuminating his face. With contagious enthusiasm, he expressed his fondness for the boundless expanse of the ocean, where endless possibilities await. The ship, sailing gracefully under the golden sun, seemed to embody his spirit of adventure, as if responding to his heartfelt words. Yeah, I truly cherish it as a welcome change. The woman responded, her voice tinged with a mix of nostalgia and pride. Memories of her husband's tragic demise at the hands of pirates 7 years ago had once instilled a deep fear of the sea, making her yearn for her son's safety on the tranquil island. She had hoped he would lead a peaceful life, untethered from the perils of the ocean and his father's merchant legacy. Yet, against her wishes, he embarked on his own path at the age of 18, determined to fulfill his dream of becoming a successful merchant. Now, after 3 years, her heart swelled with both concern and admiration for the journey he had undertaken, ultimately achieving triumph against all odds. Haha, just you wait and see. The boy exclaimed, his voice brimming with unwavering determination. I will not only become the most renowned merchant in the vast expanse of the East Blue, but I will transcend boundaries to become the greatest merchant the world has ever seen. His words carried a spark of ambition that ignited the imaginations of those around him. With eyes ablaze, he envisioned a future where his name would be whispered in awe, his trade empire stretching far and wide, touching every corner of the globe. The boy's resolute spirit and unyielding dreams painted a vivid picture of a future where his aspirations would soar high above the rolling waves of the sea. Haha, you truly have a knack for boasting, don't you? Chuckled the woman, her playful tone accompanied by a mischievous pinch on the boy's nose. Ow, ow. The boy cried in pain, holding his nose. Are you all right? Asked the woman. Yeah. Isshiki replied. Since your childhood, you have always been very sensitive to pain and weak in the body. Even after trying to find a cure for your disease, we were not able to find any, said the woman. You always say that, Mom, replied, his voice filled with a mix of discomfort and affection. Physically weak, maybe, but I'll prove my worth with the strength of my mind, he added, his determination shining through. The woman smiled, her eyes filled with unwavering belief. That's right, Isshiki. Your intellect is a force to be reckoned with, surpassing even the most knowledgeable individuals out there. I have full confidence in your abilities, she assured him. The boy just smiled at his mother without saying anything, just listening to her. After his father's death, it is the first time he had seen his mother this happy and talkative. As he became a merchant against her wishes, she will always be worried about him and will go to the shore to check whether he has arrived at the port. This is how much she loves and dotes on him. You know why your father and I named you Isshiki? The woman asked. Although his mother has mentioned this to him many times, but she loves to state the reason repeatedly, so Isshiki just shook his head at this and asked, Why? Because you were like a hope and the first light in our life. That's why we named you Isshiki, said the woman. At this moment, suddenly the weather, which was sunny and cheerful, became cloudy, and a mist covered the ship. This is what I hate most about the sea. The weather changes so rapidly, said the woman. Don't worry, Mom. This is the situation at sea, and it doesn't seem like it will rain. So, soon we should be out of this misty range," replied Isshiki to calm his mother. "Master Isshiki, it seems that a large ship is approaching our direction." The ship's navigator spoke to Isshiki. "Is it pirates?" asked Isshiki. Hearing this, Ishiki's mother turned nervous. "No, it doesn't seem to be so. I can only make out that it somewhat looks like a plus sign due to the mist. It is not clear," replied the navigator. "Okay, tell the captain to move our ship in such a way that we don't cross paths," replied Isshiki. The navigator nodded and left to inform the captain of the exact route to take. "Will they be pirates?" said Ishiki's mother with fear in her voice. "Don't worry, even if there are pirates, we are not vegetarians. I have also hired some bounty hunters to work for me, so don't worry." At this moment, finally, the mist also started receding and the ship became visible. Isshiki looked at the magnificent ship. This ship was so magnificent that it seemed as if a whole city was moving. Then he looked towards the symbol on the sail and muttered, "It seems I have seen it somewhere." The navigator, who returned, also came near Isshiki. "Master Isshiki, doesn't this ship seem to be of the world government?" Isshiki suddenly came to a realization and said, "You are." But before he could finish his sentence, there was a bang, and Ishiki's back felt as if some liquid and semi-liquid hit him in the back. Even the back of his head and the right side of his face were like this. Tremblingly, Isshiki looked towards his hand that was covered in blood, and with fear and anticipation that what he is thinking is incorrect, he looked to his right, and there was a headless body gripping the railing of the ship's deck tightly. The mind of Isshiki became blank, as the body was none other than his mother with whom he was talking and laughing few moments ago.